here.
Well, we still have a show to do. I wouldn't let you down.
Oh, you wouldn't?
Can we just do the sound check?
Why are you here?
I already told you.
No, you didn't.
Well, I said that we still have a show to do and that I wouldn't let
I
you
heard
down.
that.
Well, then why do you keep asking
Because
me?
you weren't supposed to be here.
It's a duet, Jake.
I mean, I didn't expect you to be here.
I thought this was important to you.
What?
Show?
Oh.
Can we just do the sound check? Can we move on?
Well, if you wanted to move on, why did you show up?
I mean sound check.
Oh. Right.
Well then, let's play. The show starts in an hour.
All right. Give me a D. When I was younger, I saw my daddy cry and curse after me. He broke his own heart as I watched as he tried to reassemble. And my mama swore she would never let herself forget. That was the day that I promised I'd never sing of love does not exist.
Darling, you are the only exception.
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 Maybe I know somewhere deep in my soul love cannot last, and we've got to find our own ways.
To make it alone,
I'll keep a straight face.
but I've always lived like this.
Keeping a comfortable distance.
Up until now, I still swear to myself I'm content with loneliness.
You are the only exception.
You are the only exception.
Please be my only exception.
Stop. We're over, Michelle. We're over.
I know.
I don't think you do.
I just.
You just what? You want to keep pretending that we're in love? Because I don't want to anymore. I can't anymore.
Fine.
Fine.
Fine!
I don't want to fight.
Who said we were fighting? I'm not fighting!
Michelle, this doesn't make any sense.
What?
This! You and me fighting, you and me making up, you and me breaking up, you and me getting back together, we're going in circles.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore!
There she goes again! But don't worry, she'll come back. She always does! But this time I won't be there. It's always like that, and then she's off! Just like that! Just like before. Just like now. But I'm kind of glad Michelle showed up after last night. Yes, this show is important to me. I just wish you could have supported me before. You see, we used to hang out all the time, but I'm a photographer, and I go where work needs me, you know? LA, Vancouver, San Francisco, Miami, Seattle, and New York. It's what I love, and it's what I live for. I remember the first day that I took her photo. I told her I would open up a whole gallery so the world could see what I could call mine. You know that phrase, a picture is worth 1,000 words? Bullshit. No words can describe her in that first picture. It captured her essence, her inner beauty, her soul. Yes, it showed some of her imperfections, but her desire to become a better person shone brighter. And I caught that moment and looked at it every time I took off in a plane. But, you know, she didn't like that picture. You know what she said?
Throw that away.
She said,
It reminds me too much of your job. Too much of you leaving me.
and that's where it started. I still hold on to that version of her. I still hold on to the girl that I was falling in love with. To the chase when I was still trying to convince her she was beautiful. I'm holding on to the part when we were falling in love. To the music that came so easily when we were together. But things change. You get older. You stop chasing and you stop trying to convince each other, well, anything. We stopped falling in love and we started falling out of it. And it sucks, but eventually the music just stops playing. You could sit there and play it on repeat, but it stops feeling special. The lyrics start to lose their meaning, and what was once a symphony of sound just turns into white noise. I still hold on to her, yes, but perhaps it's time to let go. Especially because lately I've been catching myself wishing she would just fade away.
Maybe I wanted too much. Maybe I needed you too dearly. Maybe I thought that you could see.
Maybe we haven't so lost. Maybe we couldn't see clearly. Maybe it is time to let go of me.
Sometimes I'm stupid and I think the world is mine to take. I
Grab the things around you so hard they start to break. Doesn't matter what I said or what you didn't.
all that I know is that it hurts and that it shouldn't. And all I need for even just a second is you to say to me, would you leave me alone again? You say you'll stay here until the end.
Doesn't matter where we've been or where we're headed, 'cause all that I know is that it's over, so forget it. And all I need for even just a second is you to say to me you wouldn't beg you to stay again. Oh, shall not beg you to stay again.
We broke up over a French fry. Deep fried potato, thinly sliced, too many calories. We broke up over French fries. In-N-Out French fries, to be exact. We sat there in the parking lot outside of In-N-Out, eating in silence because lately we've had nothing to say. So I took a fry, and then you said, I'm always taking his fries, that I'm always taking his time, that I'm always taking him away from his pictures, his goddamn pictures that I don't give a shit about anyway. I do care about his pictures. To be fair, we broke up a year ago. In the pale light of a Saturday sunrise, he told me he didn't know how to look at me like a lover anymore. We sat there eating French toast, staring at a blank television with nothing to say. But he didn't leave. He held his arm around me. But he said,
We're over, Michelle. We're just over.
We've always been too comfortable. He's always felt too much like home. So when he said it was over mostly on Facebook. He stayed at my place, I stayed at his. We wrote music together, we laughed, we cried, we kissed. But it was over. And yesterday, in the 11 p.m. darkness that is the parking lot outside of In-N-Out, he said,
Michelle, we should stop this. We're done.
Let go of my hand, he got out of the car, he started to walk home. I tried to offer him a ride, but he said,
No more games.
now I'm here. About to play this show with a guy I thought I loved. My question now is, does no more games also mean no more music? I guess I wanted too much.
I don't know how to cry with you gone. I don't know what it's like without you to tell me that I'm wrong. I don't know how to go by each day without your face in mine. I thought I was doing myself a favor, but why does it have to take forever to forget? You were nowhere good for me, but you're still here with me in my head. Please go away, I'm locking this door. Keys away, you can't come in anymore. Memories, I'll fade away, I'll fade away, I'll fade away. Hey.
I try to forget about the good times.
Try to instead recall that you always cross the line.
You had the world at your feet. You stepped right over me, shoved to the side.
But why can't I